The Melbourne sale, April 10 through to 12. Mark Barton, we have been back on the road here in sunny Ballarat, and actually the sun has come out, mate.
Yeah, it has changed, mate, from where we were this morning, mate.
As indeed. Pat Driscoll joins us from Yabby Farms. Hello, Pat.
Yeah, hi, Paul. Hi, Mark.
Yeah.
Beautiful afternoon. We were at Durham Park this morning. It was a little bit overcast, but the weather's starting to turn, but just beautiful and green here, and your stock are really starting to show the benefits of this property that you've built here over the years.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day, and Ballarat's not bad this time of year. So yeah, and it's good to see a little bit of rain and a little bit of green grass. So everyone loves that, especially the horses. 13
horses going to this year's sale. Very impressive draft on paper. We've just physically viewed those horses, and what you see on paper when you come and have a good look at them, they replicate the pedigree pages, don't they?
Yeah, the guys have done a good job so far. So still a few weeks to go, but no, more than happy with the draft that we've got. So yeah, looking forward to Melbourne.
We talked about it before at Durham Park. It's great to have a spring or a summer where horses actually get to grow out in a natural environment where you're supplementing rather than having to try and force feed.
Yeah, I think the April sale really suits the guys from Ballarat. Mm-hmm. It just gives them time to get over the winter. It's a good time to do it.
You guys, when you look at your thoroughbred yearlings as well as your standardbreds, it's been full on really for the last 3 months. Well, it is a 3-month program, so you've got the team away right at the moment in Adelaide. You've been in Brisbane with us. You're in Sydney a week or so ago.
Yeah, Melbourne before that and New Zealand before that. So no, the guys do a good job, and they're probably looking forward to a break. Well, as soon as Melbourne's over.
Got to be thrilled again with the presentation of your horses generally with your team, as well as this draft to finish the standardbred draft. It's been a wonderful showing of the Yabby Dam program.
Yeah, the guys have done a good job, and a very good job actually. And as each year goes by, they get a little bit better with it. So it's good that happens. Yep.
Filly dominant draft for us in Melbourne this year. We'll probably talk about a couple of colts first. One particularly interesting one, but like EL Titan's obviously a dominant sire in your draft. But talk about your first, your two colts you've got going to Melbourne.
Yeah, the first one's a FaceTime Bourbon out of Glenferrie-Burn. She was a very, very good mare, Muscle Hill mare. That's a very good cross. He's a little bit on the small side, but she was very small. So I quite like it. Stands over a bit of ground, which is good. And, to have a FaceTime out of a Muscle Hill, such a nice mare. Looking forward to presenting him at the sales.
I said to a great mate of yours, Duncan McPherson, the other night, he said people need to be aware the opportunities of these sorts of stallions, world-class, and top 5 world-class stallions, horses like FaceTime Bourbon. It's a huge opportunity for anyone out there to purchase a world-class bred horse, isn't it?
Yeah, correct. And, out of a very nice family as well, and the colt's well put together as, to boot. So it's excellent.
The other colt, I'm going to steal Barto's thunder, but it's out of a Bettor's Delight mare. Now, you and I just spoke about this breed a couple of years ago. It's one that you're very, very confident with, and of course then you've got the EL Titan over the top of this horse, and there's a lot of good reports already about the EL Titans. But this colt, a lot of people are going to look at the pedigree page. They've got to come and look at the horse. He's an absolute cracker, isn't he?
Yeah, no, he is very nice. He's everything you hope for when you do an outcross like this. Yeah. EL over a Bettors from a beautiful New Zealand family. So, I think couldn't be happier with what's resulted.
And it's not a mistake.
Anyone
looks at it is not a mistake, because Third Eye was a horse that Matty Gaff had a few years ago. It's an intentional breeding, and you've stuck with it, which is terrific.
And I think this one, really ticks the boxes.
No, I was going to say you've got one pacing bred filly in the draft. We'll probably talk about her first. Mm-hmm. Bettor's Wish, Bettor's Wish filly.
Yeah, she's out of, I believe, the only ready cash pacing mare in the world, who done a very good job in New Zealand with Johnny Dunn. So this is her first foal. It's a filly. It's a nice Bettor's Wish. Not that I know a lot about paces, but it looks to be a nice enough type. And the mare was quite a good mare. So really looking forward to breeding a couple of paces.
It's one of the great things. Sorry, but it's one of the great things that you've always said that Mr. Duvoir probably likes about Australian breeding, where you're able to. You and I just spoke about a Bettor's Delight, EL Titan over a Bettor's Delight mare, and then you've got a Bettor's Wish over a Ready Cash mare. It's huge opportunities what we are able to do. And there's a lot of method in your madness in how you select these mares and go about them as well, isn't it?
Yeah. You still have to be a little bit eccentric, but
Yep, it does help.
That does help, yeah. But it's just great that in this part of the world we can experiment quite a bit.
Yep.
So if you get that opportunity, it's always nice to do it.
Yep.
A draft then of EL Titan daughters, from different mare families, but again as a type, beautifully put together, wonderfully grown, but real likely early horses too.
Yeah, he's done a great job in the States. Last year he was just got pipped by Chapter 7 as the leading average sire of 2-year-olds. So he's done the job over there for quite a number of years. So we're just excited to have him here. He's beautifully bred. He definitely throws a type.
Yeah.
And he's quite correct. Like a lot of the foals that he breeds are very correct, and that's not always true for the Muscle Hills. And this guy does throw a correct foal.
And horses that seem to be happy to work with you. They're young horses that are taking what they're prep in their stride. They seem to be easy horses to work with.
Yeah, they have good attitudes and they're good temperaments. So from that point of view, they and being by such a dominant sire, or from a great family, they should get up and go early and have good temperament. So
and that Muscle Hill line just works so good in Australia, and especially here in Victoria. It just seems to cross, doesn't it, with all our mares really, really well.
Yeah, no, it's it's a wonderful sire line, and the results are there.
Just every day you pick up the paper.
Yep.
We've left them till last for a reason. Obviously, Walner is one that we recognised in New Zealand there a couple of months ago. You've now broken a record there on the South Island, or for New Zealand or the Southern Hemisphere for a trotting filly.
Yes.
You've kept a couple of outstanding fillies by Walner. Again, well related. Just talk about those two fillies.
Yeah, a couple of outstanding fillies. They're bred to Northern Hemisphere time. The Dance Crows one is a January foal, and the Arbo one is a February foal. So two beautiful fillies that I love. Two completely different fillies, but well put together, and they're two very, very exciting fillies.
And again, well related. The bottom side of those pedigrees, again, both very strong, but offer something for, I guess, that residual, the opportunity to get your hands on international or world class genetics here in Australia.
Yeah, it is phenomenal, and they're for genuine sale. So I invite anyone to come and have a look, and if they like them, put a bid in. So
and you prove that in New Zealand by selling that other horse, because they are here for genuine sale if the money's right.
Correct. Yeah,
that's where you are meeting the market. Albeit it's a little bit higher than some of the other horses, the market price, if you like, on those horses, the reserves.
Yeah, that's correct. But I think we all know the cost of breeding a Walner down here. It's not cheap. You throw in all the other bits and pieces, and they're out of beautiful mares. So, it's not everyone's horse, but I'm hopeful that it'll appeal to a few buyers.
One other one there, Bardo might have missed there before, was on a streak. We saw one yesterday at Rhiannon Park. Saw another one today. Here's an E-front type.
Yeah, we've got a very nice one out of I'm a Maori Jet from the Maori family. Very, very athletic. So but she was a bit of a bit more of a grosser mare, and to see this yearling, it looks as though it's got to get up and go early, and be very, very athletic.
Had a little bit of a tease too. I can tell people, if you want to know how they go, ask Nathan Jack. Was we were going to do a mic'd up video with one just been broken in. Actually, he was going to take to the runarounds for us and go there. He has tipped it out just to give it a bit more time, but we will be doing one. But he's very strong on them, which is a good push as well. Yeah,
a guy. Sam from Dancing on Moonlight pointed out a couple of points about on a streak. He won the Breeders' Crown as a 2-year-old over in the US, and he beat In Range and Captain Corey. They ran second and third, and they were the dominant first season sires, so much so that they finished second and third in the overall sires premiership in the US. So we do have high expectations, and we think they'll get up and go early. He's got a great temperament, and he's a great physical specimen.
From memory, Captain Corey was a 2-year-old of the year that year, and on a
Yeah.
streak beat him fair and square. Like
Yeah,
he did as much work as him, and got up the inside to get past him, but it's only in a straight line. It's not like he's getting up the inside around a home turn or anything like that. So he beat him fair and square on his own marks.
Yeah, so no, correct. So it's quite exciting to see what they'll do. Yep.
And then there is an Equerry D, Barto. We did miss as well.
Yep. we did.
Yeah, out of Elusive Jet. So
yep.
a beautiful French family. So, we're excited for them as well. They step out as 2-year-olds in the US this coming season, and obviously down here as well for this for next season.
Yep, which is exciting.
And a good mare family, obviously proven it's worth the mare line as well.
Oh, the mares are full to a multiple Group 1 winner in Europe.
Yep.
I think there's about 4 sires in the family. It's a great family.
Yeah,
So,
it's a powerful family.
and this is a filly by Equerry D. So yeah.
Just one for both of you. And I'll direct it to you, Pat, but we'll get Barto's response. But the push with these fillies, and we always say this residual value last year, especially the fillies for the Sydney sales, especially, and even Melbourne sales. I think all your fillies were top sale prices last year. You saw that in New Zealand earlier this year. It's amazing. Like once upon a time, you got a filly, you're like, oh, I'm just going to have to try and lease it out or give it to someone. Now these are saleable commodities, and anyone going to this sale need to be aware of that they're buying something that they'll be able to bring their progeny back that will stand the test of time against any of the other families as well, because they're so rich, as Barto said, there on their maternal side. But it's just so encouraging for breeders now to be able to get that recognition through the mares.
Yeah, well, when I first started, it was almost impossible to buy a nice filly, and one of the dreams I had was to, make more available, so that people, if they wanted them, didn't have to go to France or didn't have to go to the US to get a really nice filly. And I think we're starting to see that at the sales.
Yep.
Look, and I think for both gates, the trotter and the pacer, we've seen a steady improvement in the amount of studs, long-term focus on bringing nice young families back into their breeding program. And I think the sport needs that. For both trotters and pacers, you need people prepared to invest. And it is a long-term investment as a breeder. But it's great to see some of these horses for sale. Like we saw our pacing top filly in Sydney, was 2 well-known Australian studs that went to town to try and buy that filly. And I think the same here with some of these trotting fillies in the Melbourne catalogue, here as well as some of the other studs. There's some outstanding breeding prospects that are needed in the Australian breeding program.
Sorry. No, well, I think also the part of that with the Sydney sale, Barto, you said about it was such a strong pacing sale. I think there was 9 trotters from memory, and they sold quite good. This sale is a ripping sale, and it's not just all trotting, but the depth in the trotters. I think people are going to, once they start sitting down and going through the catalogue, I know there was a smart guy said to me, he put the catalogue away for Sydney, he thought he'd wait to see the videos and that going up before he started picking them out. This sale is going to be the same because there's so much depth in pedigree pages, uniqueness with stay-in representation as well. It must be really exciting for yourself, and they're not all your breed.
No, it's probably easily the best catalogue that I've seen in Melbourne or in a trotting sale in the Southern Hemisphere.
Yep.
It's got very good depth and good variety, as you said. So, and it's just great that other breeders are, embracing that sort of longer term view of, breeding to top families, breeding to top stallions. So, yeah, really looking forward to it, and it argues well for the sport.
Yeah, exactly. There's old breeders. I'm sure Neville Pangrazio won't mind me saying now, an old tried true breeder. They're still getting Gillaby Ballerinis. I mean, they're doing an enormous job with their breeds, and then new people coming in, yourself and Duncan with these unique bloodlines as well. It's really good, and I think Nutrien are really doing a great job to put this on the market and get people to be aware of them. And I know, both you guys have said there's a lot of New Zealand interest already, and hopefully we can get some interest from overseas as well.
Yeah, I think that'll come. It mightn't come this year, but I think eventually it will get there.
Yep.
But, just hats off to Nutrient, the way they promote it and have endorsed the sale for the last few years. So,
Yep.
And probably the last one for me, it'll be great to see a full day of trotting heats and half a book of finals at the Wagga at Riverina Paceway at the end of May. So first time we'll have seen a full card of trotters go around in the Riverina.
And also Friday at Bathurst with the Yabby Farms Gold Coronet. There's 2 heats of the Gold Coronet as well. The trotters are really starting to make their footing in New South Wales. We're saying about New Zealand is we want the New South Wales guys coming across. I think I saw Sam Hewitt won a race the other day with a trotter as well. More and more people getting into them. And just on that too, congratulations with Classic Connection again, the first 2-year-old the season. And he managed to get the chockies there again for Joe Pace. So that's a great result as well.
Yeah, I saw the result and watched the race, and Joe's done a marvellous job as he trotted correctly and looked to have quite a good gait. So well done to him.
He'll be hitting you up for a hat, trust me. If you haven't got one, he'll be hitting you up for one. I know that for sure. So I think it's exciting, and those heats of the Coronet I think is pretty exciting, and behind the scenes what's going on with the Riverina as well. I think there's some really exciting things for
good couple of months of racing, juvenile racing across the eastern seaboard. Really.
Do we count Bathurst as the Riverina?
No, but I think eastern seaboard. You look at juvenile racing. Really, I guess over this next 6 or 8 weeks in New South Wales is very strong, and we're going to have a lot of influence from the Victorian trotters and trainers in both gates up there.
Yeah, and I think people look at Bathurst, they'll say there's only 6 horse fields in both heats. I remember being there 3 years ago, there was 3 trotters when we were in the final. $60,000 final, it's going in the right direction. Don't miss the opportunity to come here to Nutrien and buy what you want. And be able to take it back there and then be able to race it, and there'll be a lot more Riverina racing. Both of us know that, so all 3 of us know that, so pretty exciting. No,
it's exciting times, all right.
Gentlemen, thank you.
No, very good.
Thanks, Paul. Thanks, Mark.
You can hit the road, mate.
I will. No, we will. But go nutrienequine.com. Sorry, nutrientstandardbred.com.au if you want to go and look at the updated pedigrees here for the Yabby Dam draft or any of the others, and we'll see you in Melbourne.
You want to hope Walsh wasn't watching that. He'll pick you up on that. Don't worry about that. Thanks, boys.
Thanks. Cheers.